That's recording? Yeah. Sorry. No, because I had it in there. Hey everyone, we're back again in my family home kitchen and we're going to be doing another burger head at home video. And this time we're going to be making a great winter warmer dish, a beef cheek stew. We've got some beef cheeks here, which are great slow cooked. So anything with a secondary cut of meat like cheeks and brisket, you want to cook low and slow. Breaks down all the connective tissue so it pulls apart and becomes soft. Beef cheeks are my favorite when you slow cook them down and throw them in a pie. But today we're just going to slow cook them and serve them on a better mashed potato. Alright guys, so we're just going to slice up a few things and get the base of the stew ready. One of the most important tools in the kitchen is a nice sharp knife. Hiya! Hiya! So slice this, doesn't have to be too precise. So there's nothing you can do to fight the crying with the onions, but I do know a few tricks. But we're not going to get into those. Alright guys, so the 2 onions are all sliced up now. We're just going to throw these into a bowl now for later. What would you say? This is heavy bottom non-stick thing? What would you call this? So the best pan you guys want to use for this one, you want to go with a heavy bottom style casserole dish. And we'll get that on now on high heat. Alright, so while that's heating up, we've got time to slice our garlic. We'll grab 4 cloves of garlic now. So we'll just put the knife on and give it a press and smash that up. Oh, fuck. Now bring them back with your knife. And we'll just slice those up a bit more. So I love to go heavy on the garlic, but there's a rule with too much garlic and unfortunately Mama breaks it. Mama thinks that garlic has its own spot on the food pyramid. So just before the cheeks come in, we're just gonna get a splash of oil in there. Just like that. So once our pan's nice and smoking hot, we're gonna grab our beef cheek and we're gonna drop that in. You're gonna hear a big sizzle, and that's key. What this is gonna do, guys, it's gonna caramelize all that meat and create a great flavor for you. All right, guys, so we've caramelized both sides there, so this one's ready to come out. We'll just pop that on the tray there, and then we'll get ready on the next beef cheek. All right, so this second cheek's nice and seared off, and we're just gonna pop that with the other one, ready to go back in later. After those cheeks are out, we're gonna grab our onions and garlic and get these in the pan. So when we get these in, guys, just after the beef cheeks have come out, give it a sec to cool down, so it doesn't burn our onion and garlic. We just wanna sweat these down a bit. All right, onions and garlic's in. So we'll give this a stir so we're not burning it, and it'll take a couple minutes to really sweat down. And we're looking for the onions and garlic to be cooked out and go translucent almost, and nice and soft. Just while the beef cheeks are resting, make sure you're fending off from all the animals. All right guys, so once the onions have been sweat down a bit, we're gonna come in with our butter. And so it's about 50 grams, 2 tablespoons worth. Once that's in, crank it up to high, and we'll drop that in. Once that butter starts to foam, we're ready for our aromat. So we've got 2 bay leaves here that we're gonna drop in, and then a bunch of thyme. So we'll get that in, and then we'll just stir it all, incorporate it. And we're gonna cook out the herbs a bit. So, alright guys, when you cook them with wine, my #1 tip is get the most expensive bottle you can find, yeah? So I've got this beautiful red from Tuscany, and when you cook them with wine, you wanna spend about $200 to $300 on your bottle. And we're just gonna get this in the pan now. Alright guys, so we're just gonna pour this in. Nice red, so we're gonna drop a nice splash in, about 100 mils. So once you've got about the cup of wine in there, you'll be good to go. Smooth. Oh. When it's nice and hot, and you'll see it bubble up. And basically what we're doing is deglazing the bottom of the pan and getting all the flavors up from it. And now we're just gonna cook that wine out, just like so. So all that wine's been cooked out, and we're good to go and get these cheeks back in the pan. So once those cheeks are in, guys, you're gonna add our chicken stock. So you can go homemade or you can get some stuff off the shelf. I always go Campbell's 100% natural chicken stock, RSPCA approved. Alright, so we're gonna start with a litre of stock. We're gonna just top that up with a bit of water to cover the cheeks. We're gonna get the lid on that one. And once that's on, we're gonna keep it on low. And in about 6 to 7 hours, we're gonna be back and we'll finish this off. Oh, almost forgot about you. Now, if you don't want to sit through 6 to 7 hours of that, what you can do, guys, you can grab yourself a pressure cooker and that'll cut it down from that time to, say, an hour or so. Which is why I recommend the Philips all-in-one multi-cook, pressure cook, HD 2137. Find it at your local Harvey Norman. All right, so we've given that about 6 hours. And we're just gonna check on that. So we're gonna pull out one of our cheeks, drop it on our tray. You'll pierce it with tongs, and you'll see it fall apart. Alright, so I'll bring this over and get that nice and pulled. Start to pull that with 2 forks and just run your knife through it. Oh my god. Breaking it up, all the fibers as much as we can. Alright guys, so we've just pulled all of our meat now, so we're just going to get some orange zest in our pan. We have an orange and a zester and we'll just do it straight into the liquid. Once that zest is in, we'll kick the heat back up to high and we'll let that liquid reduce and all the flavours will keep developing, and then we'll pour that sauce back over our pulled meat ready to rock. We've left the liquid there reducing for a bit more, so it's come down, got nice and thick and full of flavour. So we're just going to set up a basic strainer for that one to just strain out the thyme leaves and all that sort of crap. We've got our cheeks and sauce all cooked off, ready to rock. So we're just going to get some mash on the plate now. Just use the back of a dessert spoon and spread that out. You'll create some nice troughs for the meat and the sauce to sit in. So we'll drop in some of our pulled beef cheeks just in the center of that. So that sauce we made has been sitting there stewing beef cheeks, full of flavor, great accompaniment to this dish, and even better on a warm winter's night, a warm one. So once you've got that sauce on, we'll just top that with some parsley, just to finish that one off. So there we have it guys, creamy mashed potato, a beautiful rich beef cheek and sauce, nice and slow cooked, great on a cold winter's night. I almost said it again.